back to my YouTube channel, shall we? Let's continue doing it. So we are still doing Form 4 Chapter 3 System of Equation, okay? So the previous Part 1 and Part 2 video is talking about 3.1 and now let's talk about 3.2. 3.2 is talking about simultaneous equation involving one linear equation and one non-linear equation. So again, what is linear equation? Linear equation is an equation with the variables without any power. So for example, ay plus bx equals to c. So which one is the variables? The y and the x is the variables. So do you realize the variables is all with only power 1? So that is what we call linear equation. Then what is non-linear equation? Non-linear equation will be those non-power 1. So not power 1, that means it can be power 2. Or it can be power 3, but your level usually is just power 2 maximum. So they might look like that, or they can be a fraction, a over y plus b over x equals to c. So guys, so today I will cover both power and fraction. So for you guys to do that, please remember this basic rule. So later on you will realize one linear and one non-linear, we always using substitution. We're not using elimination when we have one linear and one non-linear. We're definitely using substitution. So substitution, that means you will have equation 1, equation 2, and then you will sub 1 into 2. But before I start that, I'm going to talk about my rules, okay? So obviously you can use any method of any teacher, you will get the answer, but to avoid careless mistake, I usually teach my student on this way. So equation 1, always choose the simple one as equation 1, the more complicated one as equation 2. Equation 1, always remember, make it single unknown. So later on, equation 1, try to make it one unknown, like single unknown. Later on, you understand what? So equation 2, how about equation 2? Equation 2, try your best to make it non-fraction. Because fraction is the one that always makes students lose marks because of careless mistake. To understand what I say, never mind, let me show you the first question. So let's look at this, question 1. So let's say they give you this, they ask you to solve it. That means they want you to find the answer out. So how do you guys find the answer out? As what I say just now, you got two equations. Equation 1 should be the single unknown, right? So as what I say, equation 1, try to choose the simple one. Look at these two, the left side one look more simple. So that should be your equation 1. Equation 1, as I say, should choose the single unknown. So obviously, you guys should choose y. Why you won't choose x? Because the x beside, there's a 3 there. So they are not single now. So if both not single, you can just choose one of it. But if there's one of the variables with single unknown, try your best to choose that. So isn't it for this, I will choose y. So how to make the 3x disappear? Move it over. Plus 3x, move there, minus 3x. Isn't it a wonderful equation 1? So as what I say, equation 1 should be single unknown. So this is single unknown. So equation 2 must be non-fraction. So look at another equation. So do you see any fraction there? No. So this can be my perfect equation 2 now. So what do you do next? Next, isn't it, guys, I already say using substitution. So isn't it now you guys will sub 1 into 2. So scared you guys don't know how to substitute? Isn't it that means I will sub this yellow color one inside here. So let's sub inside. So sub 1 into 2, so x squared is still x squared, plus is still plus. So when you sub inside, isn't it this particular y spot, you guys will sub whatever you prepare on the side. So isn't it the y will become 1 minus 3x squared equivalent to 5. And once you sub inside, do you realize your questions now, there's only one unknown. So you got two unknown on the starting, you try to make it one unknown. Once there are one unknown, then it's very easy to solve. So how do you guys do it now? So now x squared is still x squared, plus is still plus. How about 1 minus 3x squared? Okay, let's talk about this. 1 minus 3x squared, let me write the side working at, let me write a side working, okay? So do you guys realize 1 minus 3x squared, that means 1 minus 3x, this bracket, you have 2 of it, double of it. Isn't it, I can write back the same thing for 2 times. So how do we normally expand it? We just slowly expand, you learn in lower form. So isn't it 1 times 1, 1. 1 times negative 3x, negative 3x. Negative 3x times 1 is still negative 3x. Negative 3x times negative 3x, negative, negative, positive. 3, 3, 9, x squared. Correct? So for those you can combine them together. Try your best to simplify it. So isn't it negative 3x minus 3x is negative 6x plus 9x squared. So just like that, isn't it just like that? I already done simplify it and this is what you should have. So instead of using this method, obviously you can still use this method, but slightly too slow because it's actually a long process of it. So you actually learn another formula in lower form, which is this one. Let me write for you guys. Isn't you guys learned this before? A plus B squared. Isn't it can be A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. You can straight away using this formula. Just in case you guys couldn't understand it, never mind, let me show you how. So isn't it this one, A plus B squared? So doesn't it look exactly like whatever we want to do now? See, power 2. So whenever they are power 2, you guys can use this formula. How do you guys use this formula? First, you guys will square the front one and put in front. So let me show you. Square the front one, put in front. 1, you guys square it. 1 square, 1. Correct? Next, square the back one and put it at the back. The middle one later, okay? Square the back one, put it at the back. So isn't it, I will square the back one and put it at the back. So negative, negative, positive, 3, 9, x squared. So that, don't forget the middle part. So how do they get the middle one? Do you realize the middle one is using 2 times A times B? So let me show you the working at the red color part here. So isn't it, that means I will use 2 times the first thing in the bracket and then times the second thing in the bracket. So 2 times 1, 2. 2 times negative 3x, negative 6x. Isn't it then equals to 5? Maybe you was thinking, teacher, I don't understand what you say. You try to watch back a few times, definitely you guys will understand. And most important, do you guys realize now I successfully expand it? And the one that I successfully expand, is it same with the one I using the long way? Yes, exactly the same answer. So this is the reason I'm not using the long way, because it's way too long. You're going to write 4 lines for that. So this one is actually easier, just using shortcut method. So let's continue to do it. So the moment you guys see this, isn't it, they look like a general form. You learn in Form 4 Chapter 2. General form, isn't it, must equivalent to 0. Every single thing move it to one side. So the x squared right on the starting. So this is 1. 1 plus 9, isn't it, 10x squared. So x squared right on the starting, x right in the middle. So isn't it negative 6x right in the middle. So next, non-x right at the end. So plus 5, move there, minus 5. 1 minus 5, isn't it, negative 4. So this is my general form. This sequence is general form. Is this my final answer? No, remember. Can simplify, you guys must simplify it. So quite obvious, 10, 6, and 4, all of them can divide by 2. So isn't it, you should every single thing divide by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 0 divided by 2, it is still 0. It's only on this second you guys can start to press calculator. I expect all of you know how to press calculator. So this count version, we will press on. Mode, 1, right hand side, 2. So my A. So my A will be what? My A, isn't it, 5. How about my B? My B, isn't it, negative 3. Must press the negative. My C, isn't it, negative 2. For your calculator, do you guys realize your first answer is 1? Comma, press the second one. So isn't it, second one is negative 0.4. You will never write decimal, you always write fraction. So press the ABC button beside the square root. Isn't it, you guys will get the second answer, negative 2 over 5. Please don't stop there. Remember, write back the working. So isn't it, you guys should write back 2 bracket. So how do you guys write back this bracket? We learned in Form 4 Chapter 2, just terbalik right back. So now you're a plus 1. Plus 1 right back will be minus 1. So x, still write x. Always plus write minus, minus write plus, times write divide, divide write times. Same for the next one. So the next one, you won't write a fraction in. So how do you guys write it? Let me show you how. So negative 2, isn't it, right back become positive 2. Their x, isn't it, just write x. Correct? Don't forget the 5. Look at the 5. Isn't it, this is a divide by 5. Divide by 5, right back will be times 5. So this is how you guys write it backwards, and just like that, ta-da, you guys got the answer. Do I get full marks? No, because this is just the answer for x, and this question asks you to solve. That means you're gonna find the answer for x, also find the answer for y. So how do you guys find the answer for y, my dear? Sub back. So you guys can sub back to equation 1 or equation 2. I already taught you in part 1 and part 2. So based on what I see on top, I think equation 1 look more simple. So I will sub back to equation 1. Remember, when you sub back, you got 2x answer, then you should have 2y answer. So you will sub both x answer into the y equation, and then you guys should get 2y answer as well. How do you guys get it? You guys can press calculator. So do you guys first answer get negative 2? How about the second one? 1 minus 3 bracket negative 2 over 5. Do you guys get another answer? 11 over 5. Just like that, done. Let me write nicely for you guys. That means when my x is 1, my y will be negative 2. How I know about that? Because when my x is 1, I sub inside, only I get negative 2. Isn't it? This is 1 set. How about another answer? Isn't it then when my x is negative 2 over 5, my y answer will be 11 over 5. Isn't it? Another set of answer will be exactly here. So just like that, that will be my answer. Let's look at the second type, okay? So question 2 here. So question 2, again, same thing. I repeat again, look at this, my dear. So isn't it one of it is power 1 linear equation? Another one, isn't it got fraction? Isn't it non-linear? So one linear, one non-linear exactly is under 3.2. So I repeat again, the most simple one will be your equation 1. So isn't it left-hand side is more simple? So that should be your equation 1. But equation 1 should be what? Should be single unknown based on what I say. So single unknown based on this time, I think I will choose x because again, the y beside got a 3. So if both of them is single, choose which one doesn't make any difference. But since one of them got 3, I would rather choose x. But a lot of students don't know how to do it because they see that x got a negative there. So if the x got negative, it's not very hard to eliminate the negative. What should you do is you can bring the negative x over to the other side. So isn't it minus x, move there, become plus x. Isn't it just like that? Then your x will successfully become positive. So 3y is still here. Isn't it plus 3? You can move it over, become minus 3. Isn't it just like that? A wonderful equation 1 again. So do you guys realize your equation 1 again, single unknown? So that is your equation 1. And guys, is this my equation 2? Yes, it is. You can actually straight away sub inside. But there also where the common mistake of students always happen here. So normally I don't really straight away sub inside. So as what I say on the starting, I already say equation 1 should be single unknown. We already did it. Equation 2, try your best to make it non-fraction. So whenever they have fraction, how do you guys make it non-fraction, my dear? So whenever you guys got fraction, the most annoying thing is because of the denominator. The bottom, we call it denominator. So how do we make the denominator disappear? So do you guys realize the bottom got 3y, got x. So how do you guys make 3y and x both disappear? So whenever you don't like that particular denominator, what I will suggest you to do is the whole thing, you guys will times that particular denominator. So bottom got 3y, you just everything times 3y. Why I will do that? Because if I using times 3y, I will successfully make the 3y disappear. Let me show you how. So do you guys realize 2 over 3y, now I will times 3y. So do you guys realize 3y and 3y cut, I will only left a 2, isn't it? After I times 3y, the denominator disappeared. Let me show you the next one. Negative 1 over x, how about that if I times 3y? So when you fraction times a number, okay? So isn't it you guys will always times the top part of the fraction? I hope you guys remember that. So 3y times negative 1, isn't it negative 3y and then over x? So let me write for you guys. Isn't it here will be negative 3y over x. Next one, the 2 also need to times 3y. This one I think I don't need to write the working, all of you should be able to know. 2 times 3, isn't it 6? And then the y is still there. A lot of students, the front 2, they times 3y, the back one, they forget to times 3y. So please remember, when you times 3y, you must start from the starting until the ending, all must times 3y, okay? So, am I done? No. Because now the denominator 3y disappeared, but I still have an x there. So again, how do I make the x disappear? Continue everything times x this time. Okay? For those who can do yourself, you can straight away times 3xy, I understand, but I will show you step by step, okay? So now I get everything times x. 2 times x, isn't it 2x? Correct? Next one, negative 3y over x if I times x. What will I get? Do you guys realize x and x cut? Isn't it you guys will left negative 3y? So isn't it here negative 3y? Next one, 6y. 6y times x, isn't it 6xy? Ta-da! No more fraction. Isn't it a wonderful equation 2? So remember my word, equation 1, single unknown. Equation 2, non-fraction. And then now, you are free to sub, isn't it? Now you guys can sub 1 into 2. So let me show you with color and write down for you. Isn't it now you guys can sub 1 into 2. Hope you guys understand what I say. So when I sub inside, the 2, 2. Isn't it the x here, you guys will sub whatever you already prepared. So isn't it the x will become 3y minus 3. Put bracket, yeah? Minus 3y equals to 6xy. Don't write 6xy because you're going to sub. So isn't it the x also will replace by whatever equation 1 have. So isn't it the x will be 3y minus 3. At the end of it will be y. So once I sub inside, do you guys realize now your equation, can you still see x? No, you only see y. So you successfully from 2 unknown make it 1 unknown, then definitely you guys can get the answer out. So what can I do now? Just normal open bracket. So 2 times 3y is only 6y. 2 times negative 3, negative 6, minus 3y equals to, let me continue to expand it. So how about the back one? A lot of students make mistake because they expand the back one wrongly. So to avoid your careless mistake, I normally teach my students to do step by step. I don't really jump step. So just in case you're confused, maybe I times the y in first. Remember, if you times the y in, you must still put a bracket. So 3y times y is only 3y squared. 3 times y is only 3y. Correct? Do you realize I do step by step? Definitely I won't make any careless mistake. You don't try to rush, okay? So 6 times 3, do you guys get 18y squared? 6 times negative 3 is only negative 18y. So on the left side, those I can simplify, I simplify also. 6y minus 3y, I left 3y minus 6. Again, on this particular moment, I see y squared, y, and non-y, isn't it general form? So I repeat, general form must be one side 0. Left or right doesn't matter, just one side 0. So every single thing, I move it to one side. Let's write the y squared first. So isn't it 18y squared right on the starting? So next, we will write the y. So isn't it the y and the y, you guys will combine them together. Plus 3 move there, minus 3. Negative 18 minus 3, isn't it negative 21y? And the last one is the number. Minus 6 move there, isn't it plus 6? So every single thing, I successfully move it to one side. And don't press calculator now because you can still simplify it. Remember to simplify it. So do you realize 18, 21, and 6, all of them can divide by 3. So let's every single thing divide by 3. So 0 divided by 3, 0. 18 divided by 3, 6. Don't know press calculator, yeah. 21 divided by 3, 7. 6 divided by 3, 2. Isn't it just like that? They again look like general form. Let's again teach you how to press. So press on. Mode, mode, mode. One right side 2. For a calculator, your A, isn't it 6? Your B, isn't it negative 7? Remember to press negative. Your C, isn't it 2? For your calculator, don't write decimal down. Can make it fraction. Remember to write the fraction down. You guys first answer get 2 over 3. So press your calculator. Again, it's decimal. Don't write decimal. Second answer, do you guys get 1 over 2? Again, based on my past experience, students will still make mistake on here because they will write these two answers as x. I understand why you write x because your calculator always show you x, but look carefully. Isn't it these particular questions you are now doing for unknown y? So don't write x. If you write wrongly, everything wrong. So isn't it now you are finding answer for y? Please write the alphabet y there. So remember, write the working, write back the 2 bracket. So how do we write back? I repeat again, plus write minus, minus write plus, times write divide, divide write times. Let me show you how. So do you guys realize the 2? This 2, nothing on top is a plus 2, correct? Plus 2 write back, isn't it minus 2? So their y, write y. So how about the 3, guys? I repeat, divide by 3, move in front, times 3. Ta-da! Just like that. How about another one? Same thing. So this one is a plus 1. Plus 1 isn't it right back minus 1. Their y isn't it still right y. Correct? Am I done? No, because there's a 2 at the bottom. Divide by 2, move it in front, isn't it times 2. So just like that, I already done my y answer. Again, don't get too happy because don't forget to find back the x answer. They want you to solve. That means they want you to find the y, also find the x. How do you guys find back the x? Sub back as what we did just now. So if you guys like equation 1, sub back to equation 1. If you like equation 2, you can sub back to equation 2. Which equation you choose doesn't make any difference. You will still get back the same answer. So I like equation 1 because it looks shorter, so more simple. So I will use equation 1. So let's sub inside. You guys can press calculator. 3 and 3 cut, no more. 2 minus 3, you guys get negative 1 for the first x answer. How about the next one? This one you can really press calculator. Everything you can press calculator, no worries about it. You guys get negative 3 over 2 for the second answer. Will you stop here? Nope, because guys, write nicely. So isn't it, you know that when your y answer is 2 over 3, your x answer is negative 1. This is the first set. So isn't it when your y is 2 over 3, your x will be negative 1. Done. How about another set? Another set, isn't it when your y is 1 over 2, your x will be negative 3 over 2. So let me write for you again. Isn't it when my y is 1 over 2, my x will be negative 3 over 2. Just like that. Da, 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 da. Done. So I hope you guys understand the whole chapter 3 by now. So please try to comment below which Form 4 chapter you want me to revise on. I'll try to proceed to the next chapter, okay? Thank you everyone. Annyeong.